Well, welcome back. Got a little bit of a different thing to share with you today in Richard's Toy Room. A couple days ago, I stopped by a church, not a church, a senior retirement community rummage sale. And I think they have it twice a year, and I just happened to see it listed on Craigslist, and so I decided to hit it up again because last year I got some pretty good deals on some things. So I went to go look, and sure enough, I found a bunch of records, 25 cents a piece. Can't really beat that. Some of them I picked up just because they were a quarter. I usually only buy stuff that I know that I'll listen to. Every once in a while I'll grab something that is in really nice shape that either I know a friend might like, or that could be usually there's nothing that valuable at places like this, especially unless you're the first one in the door. Everything's picked clean. But I like a lot of different things, so it didn't really matter to me because I know I always find something, especially for a quarter. So you're not as picky when it's a quarter. When it's $1, $2, you kind of get a little like, do I really want this one? But anyway, I'll show you what I picked up. I got this Disneyland album. Originally, this was put out in 1964, and I have another one. I don't remember which edition I have. I think I have the earlier one, but this is the one that was actually printed in pressed in 1973. It's got this blurb on here about the spooky party hints, which is basically part of what is on the inner sleeve. But all these records that I picked up are most of them are in excellent condition. So that's the reason why I didn't mind spending a quarter. This one's pretty cool. Now this one, I'll admit, I picked up just because it's got a neat cover on it. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not, but it's like chrome printed color on the, it shines. And it looks pretty neat. I thought at very worst, even if it kind of sucked music-wise, I could put it on display when I get my hobby room and record stuff all back. The other thing that's neat about it is it's from pop culture. It's from this TV show One Step Beyond I think it's from the 50s. Doesn't really say on here. Some of them have a year on them, some of them don't, but it's either the 50s or early 60s. But anyway, I thought that one was pretty neat. This one, normally, this is a 12-inch single from the 80s. I took a chance for a quarter because I figured even if I don't like it, it's still got to be worth a quarter. But chances are I may like it. It's I believe it's R&B. It's Karen White, and the song is Secret Rendezvous. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Normally, if I'd have to spend more than that for something, I would look it up on YouTube or a video or something so I can hear the song first. But like I said, for a quarter, I'll take a chance. Here's another one. This one is from another TV series, Mike Hammer. I believe this is from the 50s. Sometimes RCA does put the year on the back of them. Yeah, this one says 1959. Excellent condition. Never really seen the show, but I know it's a Private Eye series, which also goes in with, I might as well dig those out now. They're down in here. I'll show you the other two that kind of go with that. I picked up also from the same time period and the same record company, RCA Victor, Peter Gunn, which is another law enforcement type show. Really nice condition. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I showed you the wrong one first. That was more music from Peter Gunn. This is the first album, the music from Peter Gunn. I got them backwards. Don't shoot the messenger. But again, 58, 59, somewhere around there. Pop culture, kind of neat. This one I've never seen before. I posted these on Facebook, kind of one of my record player group, and someone had mentioned I never knew that about the album from Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was Kung Fu Fighting. You got to know that song. Again, I didn't know about the album either. I just saw it, and it's still even got the shrink wrap on. I mean, it's been open, but I just thought it was an interesting album. It says Kung Fu Fighting and Other Great Love Songs. You get Kung Fu Fighting, of course, Witchfinder General, When You Got Love, Changing Times, I Want to Give You My Everything. Side 2 is Dance the Kung Fu, Never Had This Dream Before, I Don't Care What People Say, and then an instrumental called Blue Eyed Soul. So it'll be interesting to see what this actually entailed. But for a quarter, I don't care. I love the Kung Fu Fighting song. It was worth it just for that for me. Here's another 12-inch single that I did find. It's a MCA single. This one I do know the song. It's the group is Climax, K-L-Y-M-A-X-X. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they sang Meeting in the Ladies' Room. That's probably their most famous song. But this one is called The Men All Pause. I do know this song. It's a club song. It's two-sided. Again, 25 cents. This is actually the first one I saw. In the first box I looked at, this old Disneyland Davy Crockett album. I didn't look it up, but I'm assuming that there probably weren't many printings of this. So I'm guessing this is probably the original. Did not have a paper sleeve in it, so I don't know what it looked. I don't know if it was just plastic or regular white paper, or if it actually had Disney stuff printed on it. But either way, it was in really good shape for a kid's record, and again, pop culture stuff. I kind of liked it. Oh, this was next to the records. I grabbed this. It's actually music, sheet music, for the song Them Their Eyes by Irving Berlin. I believe this is right around 1930, 35, somewhere around there. I just thought it was kind of neat. I pick some of these out once in a while when I hit sales and antique malls, and I pick ones that I'd like to frame. I have some, you can't see them, they're over on this wall right now, but I framed 3 old ones. They're actually older than this. They're probably from the early 1900s, but I thought it would be something that I would eventually frame. I may even have the 78 of that around somewhere, which would be neat. Then I could kind of frame it with the record, and that would be a nice thing to hang on the wall. This one's a little bit, the cover's a little worn on it. Not horrible. It's just got some scuffing on it. But it's Brenda Lee. I'm guessing it's probably around 1960, somewhere around there. It's in decent shape. Again, I have to clean them, play them, make sure they're, even worth keeping, but for a quarter, I was willing to take a chance. This one, I don't think it came in this plastic sleeve. I mean, maybe it did, but it seems kind of, if anything, it protected the record sleeve enough. I have no idea what to expect from this. I picked it up because it's the James Bond movie themes. I don't know if they're like horrible Muzak type renditions, or if it's something that's actually worth listening to. So I guess we'll find out. It's stereo. So again, how can you pass it up for a quarter? So anyway, then I also found what I mainly like is 45s. I did find a little stack of those. I got this one. It's called 98.6. If I'm not mistaken, that's that song, Hey, 98.6, da 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 da. If not, I wasted a quarter. This one, unfortunately, I'll show you this one first. This is the Herman's Hermits, I'm Henry VIII, I Am. As you can see, someone put one of these old Dymo labels on it. Those are really hard to get off without ruining the paper label. That's a vinyl issue, by the way. But this one had one on it too. I tried and tried to get it off without damaging the label, but it's very, very hard to get those off. I used lighter fluid and everything. I was really careful, but it's still stuck enough to peel off the paper. But a reason I grabbed this one is because it's a Bell. This is I Think I Love You by the Partridge Family. I think I probably have 2 copies of this already, but this one is vinyl. And these bells are hard to find on vinyl. They're usually styrene. That's why I grabbed it. Plus it was in pretty good shape. And here's one, 4-Star. I think 4-Star was a kind of a knockoff label, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't researched it that much, but it has the look of those old knockoff label designs, usually with the black and the silver like that. But this is Hot Rod Lincoln, which is a cool song, so that's why I grabbed that. That's also vinyl. This one, I kind of grabbed it more for the sleeve than the record. It's actually a, you probably can't see it there. I'll see if I can show it to you and I'll zoom in on it. You can see over here is a Coca-Cola, I believe it was a giveaway, and it's from Eddie Fisher, who was a big Coca-Cola spokesman. I'm sure it came in a picture sleeve, probably had Coca-Cola plastered all over it originally, but this I think is the actual appropriate company sleeve for this record anyway, if it was to have come in a non-picture sleeve. But I like the old vintage sleeve, so I kind of grabbed it for that too. Plus, I think I have this record, but it may have been one that was like kind of skipped, and I probably ditched it. So this one looks like it's in pretty good shape, so it probably will end up keeping it. Then I grabbed this one. I'm not sure, I didn't do any research on it yet. It's called Fun with Sounds by Wes Harrison, but it has the original picture sleeve, which is really neat. That's kind of most of the reason why I grabbed it. In fact, if it was just this record, I probably would have left it there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is a guy that makes sounds with his mouth, or I don't even know what to expect. This actually looks, I didn't get under with a loop or anything, but I think he may have signed this. I think that might be an actual autograph on there. Not that that matters much because I don't even know who the guy is. But I just thought it was kind of neat. At first when I looked at it, I thought he was Shemp from the Three Stooges. But anyway, again, probably from the 50s. Neat little find, I thought, again, for a quarter. And one actual picture sleeve I did find, Diana Ross. I think this is from the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. The song is called Swept Away. Can't think of it off the top of my head how it goes, but I'm sure once I listen to it, I'll recognize it. Again, kind of a unique label. Looks like she had some leeway in her label designs, because it's not your typical RCA label from the era. And yeah, 1984. It's marked, so it is the 80s. Yeah, like you couldn't tell from the hair, anyway. And finally, the last one. I'll take it out. It's just in a plain white sleeve, but this one's a little neat. It's a Sun record. Now, as far as I can tell from my research, this is an actual original Sun record, and not a bootleg or a recent or later pressing. Like I said, best that I can tell. I don't know for sure. It is vinyl. It's got scratches and stuff on it. I almost left it there because I'm not really up on. I know there's a lot of fakes. This is Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire, by the way. It's not Elvis. Love the song. Like I said, 25 cents. How can you pass it up? It does have some scratches on it, but I'm sure it will sound great on my old RCA Victor console from 1950 either way. Because that seems to be forgiving to a lot of things on defects on 45s. But anyway, like I said, as far as I can tell, it's an original release. It doesn't look like it's a copy. So that was kind of exciting to find. Like I said, I almost left it there because a little knowledge is kind of dangerous when you think you know about things. But I remember reading that Suns had indentations, 3 indentations on their label that you could feel, and that means it's an original. But after looking this up when I got home, I found out that's not on all Suns, and not even on all of the same ones that have the dots. Some don't. So I guess it only went up to a certain catalog number 2, and then they stopped using that type of press for it. But anyway, again, neat find. So I'll be cleaning those up soon and playing them, and hopefully enjoying them. So I hope you enjoyed my little video, and if you want to subscribe, feel free, and we will see you again later.